Hi there. How are you? It's 7 o'clock. And it is Wednesday night. So guess what we're doing? It's time for the live. Of course. Yay. So, alright. So for tonight, I figured we should start getting ready for Valentine's Day, right? So, before we do that, I'm going to give you guys a couple minutes. I'm getting everything adjusted, of course. And I'm going to give you a couple seconds to get on. Hi, Lise. How are you? So, I am doing a little bit of a happy dance tonight. I finished all my stuff with my root canal. Yahoo! No more dental for a while. It's been a long it's been almost a month now, so of going back and forth. So I am happy to not have to go back and open my mouth. Hi, Jude. How are you? No more dental for a little bit. Woohoo! So, all right. So housekeeping for tonight. We have got about a half hour before the reservation deadline for the organization class. So what this is if you see on the back here, this is our multi-purpose adhesive sheet, also known as a sticker page. And there's a whole bunch of accents and punch outs and sentiments on this. So you do an entire 6 by 12 and then put the paper back over, so if there's sticky spots, you don't end up with crazy amount of stickies. And then there's 6 bases, 6 envelopes, 6 stamped backgrounds, and this is just the sample card. This is 20 bucks, and you'll be able to make the 6 cards guaranteed, and then you'll have leftovers. Okay? If you're interested, let me know by tonight. And I know there's a bunch going on, but that's what I have. Okay? Alrighty, so for tonight, I figured we probably should get you guys started for Valentine's Day, of course, right? Because we're, what, about 2.5 weeks out? So if we're doing anything, we need to get on it, right? Okay, so for tonight, let's see. What am I doing? Like I said, just had dental stuff done. Not too bad this time, but yeah. I'm not quite functioning all the way. So forgive me tonight if I'm not completely here. Alrighty, so the meant to be bundle, okay? I have gone ahead and taken the ruffled heart. Now, you need to be aware of something when you cut, okay? For one, it doesn't come out tufted like that. But for two, it comes out, let me get this stuff out of the way so you can see, okay? And I got my butterflies left from earlier today because I wanted the white paper. So, all right, so when you cut out, I was thinking it was going to cut out this ruffle, okay? Or scallop. But it cuts out a plain heart, and then you can punch out the border. And they're separate. I don't know why I was thinking that I was going to get a big scallop with the middle. But it's just not how it goes. Hey Cheryl, how are ya? So anyway, so we're going to end up doing 2 cards tonight because I thought this was going to be one piece for some stupid reason. And so we're going to do 2 instead. And that's all there is to it. So, whatever. It's just what it is some days, right? All right, so to get us started, let me move this out of the way. All right, and I got this creaky chair. So, to get us started, I have 2, because we're doing 2 now, right? Okay, 2 card bases, cut at 4 1/4 and then scored at 5 1/2 instead of cut at 5 1/2 and scored at 4 1/4. Do I need to say that again? Maybe, huh? Cut it at 4 1/4 on the 8 1/2 side, and then score it 5 1/2 to make it long and skinny. Okay, so we've got 2 here, of course, and we'll see if they go facing the same way. I don't know. And then we have the new floral paper. What's it called? Cheryl, do you know? All My Love Designer Series paper. Yes? Oh, that one's kind of upside down, isn't it? Okay. So that's 2 of the pieces out of how many? And this is not real red. This is lovely lipstick, just to let you know. Okay. Which is why we have lovely lipstick tonight. Okay. So when you're cutting this, make sure to do the snail in a corner because you're going to get it all over, or put an adhesive sheet on it and trim it out if you would like. So I hope that made sense. If not, tell me later. We'll get it. So I love this paper too. I'm about to transition from this, after we finish Valentine's Day, to the floral paper, because that's gorgeous too, the frosted floral. So I'm not sure what happened to my block. It looks like somebody stepped on it or it got ran over, but to each his own, right? Okay, so I'm going to grab one of these card bases, and I'm going to grab my snail. Yes, okay. And actually, I want to figure out which paper this pops on better. I don't know. So I'm going to let you guys decide. White floral, pink floral, beige floral. I don't like it on the solid. So we've got beige floral, white floral, or pink floral. I'm thinking it's going to be the white floral, but I want you guys to comment and let me know, okay? So in the meantime, I'm going to tell you how I cut this heart. So besides that big ruffled scalloped heart, we've got that, and then I ran it through the Tufted embossing folder. One thing you want to pay attention to, because it is foil paper, if your cutting pads, the clear, are way scratched up, which you know what mine look like, right? You might want to change them out. I did for this specific one, so it didn't get all snarled looking. But when you're cutting at home and don't have a class, okay, thanks Jude for the vote. So I got 1 for white, 1 for pink. All right, we'll see how this goes. So, so Lise, you're the deciding vote, my dear. Do you want white or pink floral? So anyways, when you're running it through, make sure your plates are not too marred up. And when you are not running classes and doing personal, you can keep one on the bottom designated and one on the top, so that way only one gets marked up. And it's kind of cool. Okay, white. Got it. Sorry, Jude, you got outvoted 2-1. So, alrighty. So, you want to do that so that way your stuff doesn't get marked. Okay? Alright, so we're going to start with the white one. The whiter one, I should say. Yeah? So, and here's where Lise would grab her Tombow, correct? Or multi-purpose glue, depending. Okay? And for me, and we're just doing simple tonight because I think that speaks enough. And am I doing it straight? Crooked. I think I'm doing it crooked so I don't have to make sure. If you want to pop this up, you can use dimensionals also. You can also use glue dots, but I'm just grabbing what I have and doing what I need to do, right? And then I'm going to grab some pearls. You can also use the rhinestones. You can use whatever you want. Let's see. Am I going to use this take your pick tool? Yep. Okay. And I think I'm just going to do a cluster in the middle. I don't think I'm going to do the whole thing because, well, I need some pearls left for you guys, right? So that's just what we're going to say. But this take your pick tool definitely makes life super simple, huh? I mean, look how fast this goes, right? So I think that's what I'm going to do for that. Okay, put those to the side. I will need them later though. And then I'm gonna grab Flirty Flamingo. I was thinking was the inner color. Because it's a gradient color, you can kind of choose. Let's see, and I'm gonna grab my classic label punch, of course, right? And I'm gonna do 2 because, well, we gotta do 2 cards, right? You can get about 4, 5, 6 out of that, but for right now, that's what we're gonna do, okay? So I've got my Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day. The skinny one comes out of the Forever Lovely stamp set. I gotta be quiet when I stamp. I don't know why though, but it's just what happens. Where's my punch? Okay, so I'm gonna grab my punch. You're gonna go upside down so you can see. Yep, okay. So put that to the side and I'm gonna grab my snips here, and I'm not going to cut what I just stamped. I'm gonna cut in half and then stretch so I can mat my back one, right? So I'm gonna grab some snail. Oh, it must not be the same one. I do have 2 up here. Okay, so I'm gonna grab my snail and I'm gonna flip this over so I can see how this looks. Am I on camera? I'm not sure. I am now though. All right, so I'm gonna grab that and I'm gonna try to get even here. And because I'm not hanging over, directly over it, I don't think I'm going as straight as I could be. So I'm just gonna grab my snips and see that little piece that's hanging over? I don't know if you see it or not. I gotta work on my lighting in here again, but there's always a project, isn't there? Okay, so I've got that going on. So I've got my Happy Valentine's Day. And I'm going to, my gosh, this sheet's almost, of course I've got all the borders, so it's okay. And that's why you have 4 fingers, right? To make sure that you can do 4 at a time. So, and this kind of looks like an arrow, so if I planned it right, which would be the second card, I can put it across instead, but we're gonna do that next time, okay? We'll do it crooked and across next time. So that's the first one. My gosh, somebody's clinking in the kitchen, aren't they? So, alrighty, so we've got that. And then for the second one, I think I'm gonna do that side. And I am thinking I'm gonna stamp and then cut out because I'm not right next to my big shot, and that's okay. But I'm gonna cut out a the heart that I'm stamping so that way it stands out. Okay, so I've got that going on, and all right, so we've got that. Okay, try not to get stickies on the front of this thing, on the foil that is, and here's why, because it'll mar it and you really can't get it off. Okay, so we've got that going on, and I'm just gonna grab this, and like I said, there is a die cut, but it's way over there and I don't want to walk away. Look how beautiful that's stamped. Yeah? Pretty cool, huh? Alright, so I'm just gonna grab my scissors real quick and run it like this. If I wanted to make it pink, it would be real easy to grab a blender pen because it's a water-based ink and run it through there real quick, but I love the detail that came out. So if you smudge it at all, or it's not perfectly stamped detail-wise, it's really easy to grab a blender pen and just kind of smush it so that way they can't tell that you messed it up. That's one of those creative opportunities, right? So So I'm just grabbing some dimensionals here, regular size, not the minis this time. And peel those backs off. If you can't get them off, stick your finger in the middle of it. Okay, so we've got that going on. And let's see here. So I'm going to stamp another Happy Valentine's Day. Okay. And we're going to see if we can get this to kind of look like an arrow, huh? So let me grab my punch. Now, one of the beauties of punching after you stamp is the fact that since I stamped that crooked, I can punch it crooked and make everything straight. So there we go. Okay. All right, so we've got our Happy Valentine's Day on there. I've got my glue on the corner. You want to make sure to do it on the corner because then you can fold that up like that and not have it in the middle, stick into everything. Okay? So that is the reason why you stay kind of on the edges, shall we say. Cheryl's a pro at that. So, alright, so we're going to grab this here and I'm going to see how close I can get so I don't have to trim, hopefully. We'll see how it goes. Okay, pretty good. Alright, pretty happy with that one. And then we're going to grab here and I'm working on the borders now. I no longer have any middle, so I'm just going to trim this off. You can tear it and pull it also, but sometimes the backing will peel off when you stretch it, so you really don't want to do that. And let's see, I think no, I think it needs to be here. Okay, so we're gonna grab here, and that is our 2 Valentine's cards to get you started. Yeah, so okay, so the stamp set or the bundle is meant to be. It's in the occasions catalog. Glad you like it. And without anything else, follow me, stampingwithjohnny.com. If you want to order, I have an order going in for Betty on Friday afternoon. So if you need anything, let me know. Lise, thanks for the order. And I think that's all for tonight. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a great night. Bye-bye.